off. Nice chunky oxtail. And you know what I'm gonna do with these? Make pho. I like to soak these overnight in a salt brine, just so it releases all the impurities out overnight. A bit of salt.
Now, if you're cooking this within the day, you can just soak it for at least 3 hours and all the blood will come out too. And we are going to clean these even further by blanching these. Now, start the pot out with cold water, then bring it up to a boil. And while we're waiting on that, we're going to roast our shallots and ginger. Now, notice I'm not using any onions. Shallots are way better for aromatics and flavor. Wrap these up in foil and we'll roast them over open fire. The foil will help roast it evenly, and it also prevent all the burnt shallot shells from flying all over your kitchen. And these are all the nasty stuff that comes out of your oxtails. We'll strain it, then rinse and clean.
Oops.
I definitely forgot we had beef tendon in there. These were meant to be blanched with the oxtail, but since we forgot, I'm just going to wash it with some salt, hot water, blanch it real quick, add a little bit of white vinegar in there. This is to naturally sanitize our beef tendon, get rid of any beefy stench to it. And finally, we'll drop everything in with 2 gallons of water. Add about 3 teaspoons of salt, sea salt. Simmer this on medium to low heat for about 2 hours. Skim off any foam that comes to the top. And do not add all the flavor and seasoning in during this point. Low simmer like this. Do not roll boil. As we're waiting on that, we need to clean off all the burnt stuff on our ginger and shallots. Now, we need to scrape off any burnt mark on here. It doesn't have to be like 100%. Just about like this is fine. Because too many of the burnt stuff in there will make our broth very dark and also taste a little bit bitter. You mostly want the aroma and flavor of this only, not the burnt flavor. The broth, golden color, it's going to come from the spices, not from these roasted shallots and onions. We add these in after 2 hours. With it, 2 cans of chicken broth, about 2 to 3 ounces of rock sugar, 2 teaspoons of MSG, and fish sauce to taste. And make sure when you pour it in, don't pour it on the fat. And a couple teaspoons of chicken granulate. We'll simmer this on medium to low heat for another hour. Do not remove any of the beef fat that's floating on the top. You can remove the foam, but leave the beef fat. That's going to prevent our broth from evaporating and also adds lots of flavor to the broth. In the meantime, we'll prepare our spices. Now, I like to soak my spice in water for at least 10 minutes before roasting them. The moisture will rehydrate our spices a little bit, and also when you roast them, it will not be burnt before our flavor or aroma releases. The whole point of roasting our spices is to release the aromatics, not to burn them. We'll drop in our spice bag on the 3rd hour of cooking. Simmer on medium to low heat for another hour, so a total of 4-hour cooking time. Tendon should be soft enough for the chopstick to poke through, and our oxtail also. Now, this is a huge pot for us for 2 people, so I recommend removing all the oxtail, tendons, and all the onions and stuff and put it on the side. And when you're ready to eat, just use a small pot like this, heat it up, put in all your oxtail, tendons, and stuff, and serve it by portions. Otherwise, if you leave the oxtail in the pot for a long time, it's just gonna disintegrate in there. So make sure to take out your oxtail and tendon to the side. Other than that, sin mai.
Mmm.